Good morning, masterminders. How are you doing today? My name is Marc, Jospitre. You know me because you're part of this mastermind, and I want to talk today about this gap that that is very hard to close between the knowledge you have and the action you are taking. And the reason why it's so hard to take action, it's because of you're not emotionalizing, you're not getting emotionally involved with the thinking and the thoughts that you're having. So every time that you want to do something, in order for you to start moving into action, you will have to get emotionally involved with that thought if you want to move into action. Otherwise, you will never move into action. And this is why it's so hard to change habits. It's hard to change something that you want to do. For example, let's say that you're smoking, you're a smoker, and you're smoking, you want to stop smoking. If you're not getting emotionally involved with that thought of stopping smoking, stopping that habit, you will never be able to get out of it. And as a reason, if you just find a way to getting emotionally involved with that new thought, you will see it is so simple. I'm not saying it's easy, because it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's simple. You can stop and you can start any habit that you want just by getting emotionally involved with that new thought. Either of stopping smoking, of starting running, going to the gym, starting painting, start this new book that you always wanted to write. As soon as you start getting emotionally involved with your thinking, you will automatically get into action. That is just the way you can close the gap. And you will do this by creating faith in your subconscious mind. And the only way you're going to create faith is through repetition. Faith is an emotion that can be thought. The problem is nobody taught you how to have faith. And you have doing this on autopilot for the majority of your life. You've been creating faith on a lot of different subjects without even realizing that this is where you were doing, because you've been conditioned to do the same thing over and over and over again. And while you were doing this, what you were creating was you were creating belief or faith into that thing that you were doing. So for instance, like, let's use brushing your teeth. Why are you brushing your teeth every single day without even questioning it? It's because you've been conditioned to brush your teeth. That is something that you need to do every single day. If you don't do that, basically you're gonna have a problem with your teeth. You're gonna have to go to the dentist, and it's very painful if you remember having to go to the dentist. So you're doing this without even questioning it. Now, if you decide to do anything and you get emotionally involved with that thing, you will be able to start changing things. Most of the thing that you've been doing automatically has been taught to you. So it's not coming from you. Your parents taught you that, the school teacher, your uncle, aunt, the babysitter, whatever person that you had in your life have been conditioning you to do things in a certain way. And you never questioned those things. But if you want to change consciously, you will have to take conscious decision on making those change and apply yourself by getting emotionally involved and through repetition to create faith in that new thing that you want to do. That is the only way you will be able to start closing that gap, bridging that gap between what you know and what you do. And remember, you know a lot of stuff, and the older you get, more knowledge you're acquiring. I have a client that started working with me, started to see like some results and all this, and for some weird idea, That person just thought, oh, I'm going to get a new course, and started doing something else. So it stopped doing what it was doing with me and started doing something different. So now lost the momentum, because if you're bringing new knowledge and you're not applying it, you will not get the desired results. And people are going from course to course to course. I was one of them. I was one of them to get from books to books to books and then start mixing everything together. And we're never able to get the result that I truly wanted to have, because I was mixing ideas. I was not finishing one concept and get that goal and get the results that I want. And then when you can do that and you're truly understanding that knowledge that you hold, then you can move to something else. But if you stick with some of those program and you change, and now you're having a little results, then you jump to another program, and then you're having a little result, then you jump to another one, then you won't have permanent results. It will be spontaneous. You'll be having results because you have this excitement in the beginning, but then you cannot have continuous and create that routine and create that habit to have the results that you want, because you're always changing. And that is part of the distraction that we have in this world, is you getting bombarded with information, you getting bombarded with concept, and you're jumping from one to another one, because every time that you see something new, you're getting excited. But excitement fades. Excitement would always fade. What sticks and what stays is enthusiasm. So make sure that you are enthused, which, by the way, enthuse comes from the Greek entheos, which means in God. So if you're thinking in that matter, God never fades. I'll call it the universe or the infinite intelligence. I don't care really how you call it. The point is, it's coming from the same source. So if you're sticking with the information and you're not changing every single time, you will be able to create the results that you want. Do you have any question on this subject, on this topic? This is a very powerful topic. You've got to apply yourself of doing the same thing every single day. Create that routine, create that habit, which when you starting to implement, which I've heard that in some books they call it auto-suggestion or self-suggestion. And if you do the self-suggestion or the auto-suggestion every single day, you'll be able to create new powerful habits and create faith and believe in yourself, in those habits, and create desirable results, which are always going to be there. And then you're going to come in faced with the results, and you're probably going to say, oh my God, I can't believe it. But it's hard work. It's work that you've been doing on a daily basis every single day. And if you continue doing that work again and again and again and again for a month, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, imagine where you're going to be in 5 years from now. That is how you build. If you have bad habits, this is exactly how you build those bad habits. You started with one little decision, which transformed into a week, which transformed into a month, which transformed into 6 months, which transformed into a year, and now you were a year into that bad habit, which right now you say, I cannot get rid of it. You're going to get rid of that bad habit the same way you put it there, is by repeating again and again and again. And that is how you're going to close the gap. Thank you for being there. Thank you for tuning in today. I want you to share this content if you know people that love this type of information. I would like you as well to go and check my Patreon and become a Patreon. I have a fantastic video that we are going to build in the next week, and as well we're going to start like doing live interviews. I'm very excited about Born Genius, that new project that we are having. I'm having a talk actually tomorrow night at Cream Cafe. If you are available and if you are in Los Cabos, come and join me 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, at Cream Cafe at the shops in Palmilla. And don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon page, patreon.com/borngenius. That is where that you're going to be able to support this, support the work that we're doing, and then we can give you more content and better information. So I'm truly grateful that you joined in today. I wish you a fantastic day. See you tomorrow. See ya.